This is very much outside of my normal content, but I just did the mile benchmark at Orangetheory, and I did something that worked so incredibly well for me. So I wanted to share in case you do Orangetheory and or you're just in some sort of fitness running journey. I feel like this could be very helpful. So for whatever benchmark it is, you're gonna go in with a goal. Completely tailored to you, doesn't have to be crazy. So you're gonna go into ChatGPT and you're gonna put your goal. So for example, I wanna run a sub 7-minute mile. I want the intervals to be 1 minute long. I wanna start out faster, and then I want to kind of jump around a little bit, and then I want to end at 9.5, because personally, like, I don't really love like sprinting too much at the end. So that was my parameters. Again, this will depend completely based on you. Put that into ChatGPT, and it kicked out like what my intervals should be. If there's anything you want to tweak, you can ask me. Because I had done this like a week ago, I was really trying to pay attention to like running my pushes at like a similar pace. That way, whenever I went in on the day of, I didn't feel like it wasn't like a shock. Keep in mind, you might want to like test out a few things before you like figure out what works best. For example, last time I put in 90-second intervals and I found that I wanted it to be a little bit quicker. So this time I tested out a minute. That was the perfect amount of time for me. This will depend completely based on you. I physically wrote it out. So I don't know why, it made me kind of socially awkward. So I personally wrote mine on this teeny tiny note. What is this called? Sticky note? Hello. And I literally like held it in my water bottle, so it was kind of like discreet. Did anyone else care around me? No. For some reason, it made me feel awkward. The reason that this was so helpful to me, something about writing it out makes it feel like it's like going to happen, but also it was something that distracted me. I'm someone that has like, running is so mental for me. So anything that distracts me, so much better. Like, I kind of didn't memorize this. So that way, when I was like, had it down there, I was like, what comes next? And I swear by the time I looked at what interval was next and figured out like what I was going to need to be bumping it down or up to, I was already like halfway through the effort, which like made it feel so much easier. Something about 1 minute long intervals just made this fly by. I immediately wrote out like in my notes app what I would have done differently. So while this was like near perfection for me, I already know that like the next time that the mile rolls around, I'm going to want to up my speed out the gate a little bit more. Like I felt like I could have tacked it more onto the front. And then I would have switched around 2 of the intervals where I would have like dipped down a little bit before the all out at the end. Anyways, those are just some notes that I made, so that way next time I like am going to come in even more prepared. I feel like it's going to make this feel even easier. I love this strategy, and you can do it with anything, like especially on rowing benchmark days where it's a little bit harder to kind of figure out what you should be at. ChatGPT can completely like tell you what your split time should be, and it gives you a better point of reference. So anyways, just found this so incredibly helpful. Really random, really niche, but it helped me so much I wanted to share.